Folks, I am seeing something happening in talking with people around the globe because of our YouTube channel. We have access to chat with a lot of different people from a lot of different places, but also locally and in our congregations and in our families, and people from all sides of the country, all sides of the aisle, RDLMNOP. And what I'm seeing is a return to fear, generally, a shift away from the optimism that seemed to be here after the election. And it seems like everybody has their own idea of what's going to happen and what reason that things are going to be scary. And actually, put your comments in the comments section down below. Please do. What is it that's got you on edge? If you're on edge, because we're frankly not, but we're seeing this and we're being made aware of this, and we're kind of finding this trend to be a little bit disturbing. And so what is it that you think? Because frankly, take your pick. It could be everything from electrical grid, our power grid, not being sufficient to power now, let alone the future. And they're building these huge data farms for AI. Mm-hmm. That's a big concern. It could be very well that the global, power plays that are happening are absolutely turning over on their ears. Speaking of turning over on their ears, some people are going to say the polar shift is going to happen. And you know what? Maybe I'm not smart enough to figure it all out.
Maybe.
But what I am seeing is this return to, oh my gosh, we've got to get ready. There's huge, big trouble ahead. And I'm wondering, what happened? What was the shift? And it's not necessarily the election, because the election, it was like kind of like the power on the pressure got turned down. And if you think I'm just making this up, put your 2 cents in the comments section below. But first question is, are you guys out there feeling the same, and talking to people, the same resurgence of, oh my gosh, I got to get ready. I got to prepare. I got to get this. I got to get that. I need batteries. I need food. I need power. Are you Oh, by the way, I'm Brad.
I'm Christa.
Brad Christa's show. Are you hearing the same things? Because I haven't talked to you about this. Scout's Honor.
I had no idea what we were going to talk about when we turned the camera on. So I am feeling that. I'm seeing that. And a lot of it has to do with what's going on in Minnesota. It's a return. The folks that are in Minnesota, in that area, have returned to the same thinking mentality when just after COVID started.
What do you think out there? Because it seems to me like a lot of these different groups, factions, have been there for a long time, but they were kind of waiting for a moment to start getting more loud and more boisterous and more public. Because if you look back historically, COVID happened and nobody did anything because everyone was in fear of what's going to happen. We never were.
No.
We never were. We had church at our house. It was never illegal for us. We just did it, and we would have done it anyway.
No, but I'm talking about the folks that were just regular citizens enforcing mandates.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to skate this line lightly. I could just say it out loud, but
Go ahead.
It's just the people who enforcing mandates so that you make sure you wear a mask.
That was pretty much of a big deal.
Everywhere. I mean, and honestly, there's still people wearing masks.
There's a lot of, and there might be people,
and there might be some who have immune compromising issues, and I'm not saying anything about that to those folks in any way. But there's a certain group of people. Sorry, I wasn't clearing my throat to,
make a point.
Make a point. I was just clearing my throat. Certain group of people who do still wear masks, and I'm not quite
May
sure
I?
why. Yes.
May I? It's totally fear.
Yes.
Fear of what if. Mm-hmm. And if you think that it's not, go ahead and put your 2 cents in the comments section, because what we learned about viruses when all the COVID happened, is that the viruses are like seeing the size of something, 1/10 of a BB compared to the mask fibers that are the size of a hula hoop.
The particulate.
A hula hoop.
The particulate of the COVID-19 I was going to say vaccine,
virus.
but the virus, the particulate of the COVID-19 vaccine,
it just goes right through.
Goes right through the mask, because the holes of the mask are larger than the particulate of the virus.
And that's nothing that we made up. It's stuff we saw on TV and checked science. Follow the science. Remember, we were told follow the science.
Yeah.
Well, we did, and that's what we found out.
Well, what you had an appointment with a doctor, and what was it that doctor said to you?
Yeah, I don't know if I can say that.
Why?
He said it was not very helpful.
Something about a chain link fence. That was what I was.
He said it's like the wind going through a chain link fence.
Right.
Is what a doctor told me.
Yeah. So that's
not me. I'm not a doctor.
Right. It was not anything weird, but
people get funny about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people who probably have already turned off this live, this video stream, because they bought into the lie,
mm-hmm.
and now they feel shame or anger
mm-hmm.
that they bought into the lie, and they don't want to hear anybody saying, "Told you so." I'm not saying "told you so." I really, really am not. I'm saying that wouldn't it have been better had we been left alone?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it have been better that we really did follow the science?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it have been better had we actually listened to all the voices of the doctors instead of just government-approved voices?
Well, and the actual percentage of the folks who did pass away just from COVID and not other related illnesses and then got COVID on top of it was a very tiny, tiny percentage.
Besides, I don't want to stay on COVID much longer, because that's not actually the point of the video. But didn't anybody find it very strange that they were just, these companies were making these cures or stopgaps or whatever you want to call it? I don't want to call it what they called it, but it was like throwing spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. And even though there is research that a lot of harm was done, I'm going to leave it to the kind way of saying it,
mm-hmm.
nobody got in trouble. They got a pass legally.
Nope.
Nobody thought that was odd?
I did.
So, but anyway, whether it's a virus or whether it's the power grid or whether it's Nibiru, the planet. Remember that? There's a lot of people that jumped on the Nibiru thing. Like, the ship is coming. It's coming. Planet X. It's going to... Wait a minute. We're still here.
Yeah.
And here's what I want to tell you. I'm old enough to remember a book called 88 Reasons in 88. Now, do you guys remember the book 88 Reasons in 88? Because even if you're not a Christian, this is going to make my point very well.
Mm-hmm.
There's a book that was super, super popular, and it was about the rapture, the end of everything we know. The earth is going to be destroyed. Jesus is coming back. Lot of destruction. Lots of people not there would now be considered ex-humans. And so many people bought it. I think it was like 1 million copies. It was ridiculous. It was super popular.
I would have never met you because I met you just a few years later.
Oh, I thought you meant like because of the book.
No, because if that had happened, we would have never met.
Gotcha. So.
Sorry, squirrel.
Yeah. I like chasing squirrels too. Mm-hmm. But 88 Reasons in 88. Everybody jumped on the bandwagon. And then it was flat out wrong. Flat out. Mm-hmm. First thing, as a guy who stays in the Bible a lot, if somebody is saying that they're giving prophecy in the name of God and they're claiming to be a prophet, maybe you should look up what happens to somebody who is a false prophet. Because if you're going to go that route, you don't get a pass when you have claimed to speak for God and then you were lying. Oopsie, I got it wrong. Nope, there's no. You should look it up. But anyway, so all of these people that claim to be prophets and then they're flat out wrong. And you know what happened? He came out with another book right after saying, I was wrong. Sorry, my bad. Here's why I was wrong. And then sold that book and made just as much money. And he was wrong again.
Boy.
Still wrong. And they just keep kicking the can down the road. But here's my plea to you people. There are legitimate concerns in the world that you can look at and you can go, yeah, our power grid is horrible. Mm-hmm. And the government should do something about it.
And it's easily hackable.
Very.
Mm-hmm.
But should you live in fear?
No.
But they're ramping up this fear machine to make everybody scared about every little thing. And let me tell you what, even if it was on the horizon, would you do anything differently? If the end was on the horizon, would you do anything differently? Would you?
Maybe a couple things.
Like what?
Oh, I definitely would be praying more.
Would you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What else?
You're gonna make me cry.
I had no idea.
Some of our family doesn't live nearby, and I'd want them to be nearby. I'd want them to know the Lord.
So the question then is, things that you do have control over, like how much you pray, why aren't you doing that right now?
Oh, I am. I didn't say.
You said more.
I said more, but that doesn't say I'm not praying at all.
I didn't say that.
I'm saying pray more.
Woman, I didn't say that. I knew I was getting hit. That's why I busted out the woman thing.
Yeah, he knows I don't like that.
Well, we don't talk like that normally anyway.
No.
It was for dramatic effect.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, folks. If you knew what was coming and you would live differently, that's a big why would you do that that way? And why wouldn't you change now? That's really the question. Is like, if there is big trouble on the horizon, can I do anything about it? And if you can, why aren't you?
Yeah, true. True.
I hope that this is encouraging and not discouraging.
Yeah.
Because there may be big trouble on the horizon. But most of it is stuff that we can't deal with anyway. Like, I think about it. If there was a nuclear strike, if we were even told that something was on the way, instantly all cell phones would be jammed up. Yeah. No one would be able to call anybody. So there's no saying goodbye.
No, that's true.
There's no picking up the phone. Mm-hmm. You'd have what, 5 minutes?
If that.
And if you were close enough, you'd see a flash of light, and then it would be over. Lights out.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you further away, that's ugly.
Mm-hmm.
But my point is, you're not going to be able to stop that. So why not live today like it might be that day?
True. True.
I hope this is encouraging. I really do.
Yeah.
And not to make you cry.
It's all good.
Make that call today, that person that you've been putting off. Hugs and kisses, everybody. You guys have an amazing and blessed day.